Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. What the fuck? Timing. Peppo, I appreciate the raid, buddy. Hope you had a good one, dude. What the fuck are you doing awake, man? The fuck are you doing awake? Hello, hello. You too, buddy. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good night, dude. Your sleep is cooked. Cook it the other way, man, so we can run into each other. I'm going to try and be around sometime soon, late, to try and run into you. Welcome, everybody. Love you. What is that, emo? Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm literally just starting my stream, so good timing. Good timing, dude. Right. Where are we? I was just reading, funnily enough, on the fucking NoPixel website, the forums, the fucking docket, dude. I was just looking at Edgar de Castillo bail conditions. I saw this. This is pretty interesting. Apparently there was a bail hearing yesterday. I'm sure the Peppo Raiders already know this, but for my people, he got bail. It's $1 million if he fucks up. But then, interestingly, he's on house arrest. This is a cool one. I like this. So he has to stay somewhere, which we don't know where it is. And then he can't go further than 3 car lengths in any direction from the property. This includes vertically up and down. I like that. That was specified. So he's on house arrest until, when was it? April 1st. Yeah, it's really interesting. And it's going to make for some interesting stuff. Yeah, okay. I want to know where that is. I want to know where it is. So we're going to have to go find out. Yeah, it's cool, dude. Flea purgatory. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I need to move my car so I can start spawning at the house. For those of you Peppo viewers, I know it's probably late for you, but if you're an early riser and you're just starting to watch and he's just finished, stick around a minute because I'll go through the I'll go through the subpoena I got last stream that might be of interest to you. We got a very interesting subpoena delivered to us. Well, I wrote it, got it signed and everything, and we got the results at the end of last stream. Let's just say it's pretty interesting because I subpoenaed the faceless. I subpoenaed the faceless for like 30 odd days too. So let me just say hello to Craig and we'll get into it. No dude, what did I read in the, was it Edgar's notebook? Because I saw that they searched it, that they stuck off him and they searched it. What did he write? He was like, it blew up in Dafe or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. We were talking about some ore blowing up in somebody's face. Where is it? So he writes in Edgar. Where is fucking Craig? What's he doing? Is he in the FIB building? I think he is. Yeah, let's leave him to it. Because, yeah, so basically, Edgar, fucking Edgar. Peppo, in case you're still here, just cover your ears. Last stream, I wasn't around yesterday because I had another fucking migraine. But last stream, we got a little something from the Oracle, which was interesting. Let me get that up. So essentially, quick recap. The Oracle pinged us, gave us a video, and has essentially said that the Faceless is Operation Dread Torrent, has 7 suppliers. Now, the Faceless called us already, and basically, we've put together that Operation Dread Torrent is them flooding the city with weapons. But what the Oracle has told us is that the information they have is that there is 7 suppliers in the city, each with a code name. 763, 764, 765, blah, blah, blah. So that's what we found out last stream. And so I was like, okay, this is all coming together. And I wrote a subpoena because when the Faceless called us back in February after Kiga, he was like, Operation fucking Skynode is finished, bitch. Operation Dread Torrent started, bitch. So I wrote a subpoena based on the call that he gave me on the 15th, where he was like, I'm flooding the city with weapons, and that one, and they approved it. So if I go and open it up, but there was some pretty interesting things in here. There was some pretty interesting things. This was an idea that we had for like... Beans, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's breaking into my office. That's my dog, sorry. So this is the speeding we got, and there were some pretty interesting things in here. One of them was this, which was a Caesar cipher saying... I need to put, like, the result somewhere. But it was like, I'm out for tomorrow. I'm still recovering. Oh my god, I remember it. Keep in touch, I think it was. Victor. So we got a guy called Victor using what I assume is a burner phone, because we couldn't find any Victors that really make sense. Then there was a text from another unknown contact somewhere. This one. 2 more birds have been delivered to Charlie at the safe location. Ready and waiting. Preparations have been advanced for Operation Skynode. Then, what was this, 7 days later? We're moving into the next step. Operation Dread Torrent is in full effect. Funnily enough, if we going off the assumption that Dread Torrent is this, you know, them fucking flooding the city with weapons, I put some info in the subpoena, which was I hadn't looked at this before. Incidents in which a suspect was charged with criminal possession of a firearm class 2. Now, this doesn't mean how many people were charged with class 2. It's just an incident that included that charge. December, it was 9. November, 8. October, 10. January, it was 22. February, it was 21. And March, so far, 65. So, yeah. It's, they're doing a good job, man. They're fucking flooding those streets, dude. So the plan is, the RP plan is every single person who has had contact with the Faceless. I plan on, I think this is still my plan, because I think it'd be fun, is to pull every single one of these people into an interrogation room. Obviously not the unknown contacts, we don't know who they are. And ask them what they were talking to the Faceless about. And we might get something, we might get nothing. But so my goal this morning is to write out everybody, basically write out the results. But I think it's gonna be interesting to see. What is this? Dear colleagues, there comes a time when a leader must recognize that their task is complete. When I accepted the role of director of the San Andreas State Marshals, it was not with the intent of remaining in the position indefinitely, but with the goal of shaping the agency's future. At the time, the SSM leadership structure was flawed, bound by legislation that required a sitting justice to serve as director, limiting the pool of experienced law enforcement professionals who could take on the role. That has now changed. The necessary reforms have been made, and the path has been cleared for the agency to be led by those with law enforcement expertise, while remaining under the oversight of the judiciary. Well, with this, my purpose in the role has been fulfilled. In the near future, I will be stepping down as director of the San Andreas State Marshals and returning to my place on the bench where my presence is needed and where I've always belonged. With my upcoming departure, the judiciary is now accepting applications for the position of director of the San Andreas State Marshals. This is not a role for those who seek power without purpose. It demands leadership, decisiveness, and the ability to uphold SASM's mission with both authority and integrity. The agency needs an experienced leader who understands the gravity of the role and the responsibility that comes with it. Eligible applicants must be current or former law enforcement officers. Ain't no way. Who have held a command position at some point in their careers. If you believe yourself prepared to take on this challenge, or if you know someone who is, I encourage you to step forward. The SSM is ready for its next chapter, and the judiciary stands prepared to appoint a director who will continue to build upon the foundation that has been laid. If you're interested in pursuing the director or would like to recommend someone you feel fit, please text me directly at... Wow. That's cool. Smile. Smile. Yeah, I can't wait to... They clearly don't want anybody that's currently in the Marshals, do they? Cool. Might be time to depart to BCSO, buddy. That's cool, man. That's cool. It's not cool. None of that is cool. You have the previous law enforcement experience? Okay. I will explain a little bit of context to that whole thing. The new and updated martial legislation. Okay. Let's have a look. This one was updated on the 20th of February, so a month ago. So a month ago, supposedly, they had a vote on who they want to be director, and the assumption is that it was based on the people who were already in there, and the likelihood of it is likely going to be between myself, the Dark, Craig, and maybe Oshira was in there too. And a vote was held and it wasn't unanimous, right? But then a month has gone by and now neither me nor Craig nor anybody else, as far as I'm aware, has been talked to about the position or why people said no. And now they're like, okay, let's just throw it out to anybody. So, yeah, cool. That's not great. Anyway, let's get back to the important stuff. Right, so I want to make a state marshal report. Marshal Inquiry Task Force? The fuck is that? Craig? I'm assuming it's Craig.
Hello.
Morning. How are you?
Could be better.
What's going on?
Oh, you know, the whole director thing.
Oh, yeah.
That.
She former law enforcement tools. They don't even have to be. We could get fucking Jackie Snow. We get Jackie Snow to direct the man.
Kyle Pratt applied. He interviewed today.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. So, I saw there was a new report type. Did you make that?
No. What's the new report type?
Oh, okay. Yeah. The report type is Marshall Inquiry Task Force.
Oh, we made that a long time ago. That's been there for a while.
Oh, it has?
And that was made in response to the Oshira thing when we didn't know who to trust because we knew the only person who had access to that evidence room was a marshal. And so the only people that
okay.
had access to it was myself, the director, and Peters, because we were the only three that were 100% confirmed as not being the ones that had access to it.
Okay.
And that was in response. But then once it was discovered it was Oshira, then we opened it up to we transferred everything to regular state marshal reports.
Yeah.
It's basically if you ever have a need to share reports between people, but don't want anyone else to have access to it, you set their rank as Marshal Inquiry Task Force and use the Marshal Inquiry Task Force reports until such time as you can secure it. Then you transfer everything to State Marshal reports and clear everybody's ranks out.
Bye. All right. Have you spoken to Whites or anybody yet?
No, they'd have to come around for me to speak to him.
Yeah. I think it's pretty ironic that he called himself a leader. But, you know, don't get me started. What are you doing at the FIB building?
Just checking things out, trying to be dramatic. I was also meeting Donovan. Donovan's out of ICU now.
She okay?
Well, I mean, Shang tried to kill her, shot her execution style, and she was in ICU for like a month.
Wait, that's what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that.
With
I didn't
Donovan,
know. Yeah.
the doctor, the former doctor. Yeah.
When did that? Like, where? I guess. How did it? Did she get kidnapped or something?
There was a report about it, but county just hadn't done anything with it. I know Abby was looking into it. Hold on. I think it's on our case board. Let me double check. Yeah, 19935. We didn't officially put it as one of our cases because it was a criminal only case. But obviously we wanted to monitor it because it was Shang. But it looks like county still hasn't done anything with it.
Damn. Okay. Why was there a SIM call? Why was that taken? Why was that photo taken? You know?
That was that was Donovan's. So her phone was left next to her body, and so I'm guessing Chang shot her and then went through her phone.
But Shang's
And
fucking
then left the
DNA
phone
was
on.
found on the phone.
Yeah, I know. And she's here with her statement that he did it. So I don't know why they haven't issued a fucking warrant for him.
Okay. All right.
It's fucking county for you, man.
Well, what's your plan? I'll be honest. You know, when we first talking about this whole everything changing around with the marshals, I was very much up for the position of director, but I don't know anymore. So what's your plan? Are you going for an interview?
Honestly,
Or?
I mean, I'm going to put my name in, but I don't know how much effort I'm going to be able to put into it. I've already put in 6 months worth of effort trying to keep this whole fucking thing together. So I've told them
Yeah.
I'm interested, but I'm not going to be fighting tooth and nail for it. And if they decide not to give it to either one of us, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. He's a bit like a kick in the
I've got a
teeth, if you
healthy,
ask me.
yeah. I mean, Abby and I are getting set up in our new house up in Polito, and at worst case, we just retire up north. We've already bought ourselves some fun little off-road cars and moved them up north.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go get some food. Do you want any?
I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good right now.
All right. Well, I'll catch you in a bit. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Why are these blue in here? Yeah, let's. Dude, I swear to God, if they actually appoint Brad, that like, oh, see, I won't care, but like in the decision, the mental gymnastics you would have to go through to appoint Brad as the director is insane. I'm sure. I think, like, from Dark's point of view, for him and Craig to like be holding down the fort and like rebuilding the department, just for them to be like, yeah, we'll have anybody. You know, you guys ain't it. We'll have anybody. I think Dark is past the point of like trying to. I don't know what the word is. Fucking hell, did I thought that was fucking. I was gonna say, did War get a nice new car? Thought it was fucking Pestilence for a second. Yeah, it's a big middle finger, yeah. And like, there's been zero communication from the justices about it. And it wasn't till Dark brought it up the other day that it seemed like any movement happened. So, you know, why would Dark try? If at this point it feels like he'd be like begging for the position. You know, it's like, I've been here, I've been ready to take it, but you didn't think I was ready. Assumably. You haven't told me what I can do to change. So why should I like go on, beg on my knees and fucking be like, hire me, please, I'll be the best director you've ever seen. I'm not gonna do that. Specifically Dark, I'd do it. And the thing is, like, if shit does go bad with the marshals, I think if Dark went into the PD, I think Dark could happily do the same shit he's doing now, if not with more support from the PDs. Like, I don't think Dark needs the marshals at this point. Yeah, mate.
Hello.
Oh, you are alive. I thought it was just a corpse with tattoos. Can I get 5 of your finest combos, please?
Easy. Any specifics?
Oh, what you got, mate? What is this?
I got nachos. I got sushi tacos, and I got ramen.
The fuck is a sushi taco, man? I don't want sushi tacos. I'll have the nachos, please, and I'll have some soda. Yeah, I'll have some soda, and I'll have those as supreme combos with are these churros?
Yeah, there's churros. They come with combos. Yeah.
Yes, I'll have 5 of those, please.
Yeah, if you're getting 5 combos, yeah. But what would you like for mains?
I told you nachos.
Oh, nachos. Oh, sorry. That will be 2,475 after tax. I'm gonna
Thank you.
grab your meal.
Yeah, the only thing that the marshals have really that Dark needs at the minute is like access to all the reports. I think.
Here's
But even
your
that,
5
not
nachos,
necessary.
5
Thank you.
churros,
Thank you.
and 10 sodas.
Thank you very much.
There you
Cheers,
go.
mate.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Yeah, so Like, as far as Dark's concerned, he's out here fucking investigating the end of the world, and they're like, yeah, we'll just interview from anybody else for the job. Yeah, I'm good. Would PD even want Dark though? That's a good question. I think BCSO would. But even not, even if the PD don't want Dark, that could be an interesting direction if Dark doesn't get hired. You know? We could do some fucking... I ain't talking crime before you fucking start, okay? I ain't talking crime. We could do some, like, investigative journalism, you know? That kind of shit. And also, you don't... Private investigator, yeah? And you don't need to be a fucking cop to do ACRs and impeachments. You don't need to be it. Who's this? The local or... Judge Dog? No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but I feel like that'd be boring. I'm gonna go have a look through this subpoena. I want to get it all written up so we know what we're doing today. This car feels quite nice, so. Either way, I think whatever happens, I think it'll be interesting. Dart became a judge, Road should be a menace with traffic thought. Yeah, 100%. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be a shift 3 judge, you know, and I'd be fucking doing that shit, which is absolutely needed, but I just don't know whether a judge would be fun, you know? Because a PD consultant. I don't know. I feel like if I went to PD, it'd be... I don't know whether you just want to consult on things. So. Yeah, Doc might not be alive to see the new director. That's a good point, Jam. That's a very good point. I wonder who else might apply. I actually kind of want to keep my name out of the hat, OOC, because I think it'd be more interesting. Because I know Dark as a character is very black and white, and I know what the marshals will look like under Dark. You know what I mean? And I don't know whether it'll be as interesting as if it's someone else, right? Sure. I'm gonna do one of these. This is a criminal investigation. I don't want to put it as a fucking... I don't trust those fucking... No, I do. But I don't. I'll do it as a St. March report for now. Right report. I'll put it as an investigative report. Fine. I'll do it. No, I don't want to do it like this. Let's do it so I can get it ready before I change it. How do I want to do this? Let's just do the faceless subpoena. Result. Is there someone that could do the job who's from outside? I mean, let's just have a think about it. Who in the PD or outside the PD would fit the position as the director of the state marshals? Someone who is like main goal would be to uphold integrity. Hello?
Hey, real quick. So just speaking with Donovan, she was laying apparently over a conversation she had with that pestilence fella.
Sorry, say that again. You cut out. She got what by Lang?
She got shot by Shang over a conversation she had about Dr. Isaac Smith.
She had a conversation with who about Dr. Isaac Smith?
She had a conversation with Dr. Isaac Smith.
Oh,
about
I see.
About Dr. the Kegel guy, Dr. Kegel.
Are you with her right now?
What?
Are you with her right now?
No, she just walked out.
Why
the
the
FIB
fuck
building.
is she talking about? Why is she talking about fucking Dr. Kegel with Dr. Smith?
I don't know, but apparently the carvings on his body, 7 of them were runes with were seals. 7 of them were seals.
Yeah,
which
there's
were
7 seals.
partially
Yeah.
broken, and then the rest of it was a language lost to time. But she didn't get a chance to ask the message of what was on him.
What? Why would she?
Yeah,
do
I know the
that?
guy's fucking crazy. I don't know, but fucking Smith is like on some crazy ass Alzheimer's or something.
You say you think he's got Alzheimer's?
Yeah, I mean that's the best explanation I can think of.
Listen, maybe you should call him and tell him that.
I tried to at least try to ask him if he wanted help, and he fucking flipped out and stabbed me, just like a typical fucking Alzheimer's person.
At least you.
I can't remember.
I wasn't around
What do
yesterday.
I
I
need
was
to catch
sick.
up on?
So it was like a couple days ago.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
206?
Yes.
Since March
also,
1st.
Since March 1st, yes. Also, big one for you. Also the
Yeah, we should be back, guys.
fines have been reduced by 50%.
5-0?
Yeah, 5-0.
What? Why?
Because the mayor can do that. Los Angeles mayor can control fines like that.
Okay.
All right.
The DOJ needs to go in
number...
and increase them in the penal code by 50%.
Yeah. Why this is important is because, oh my God, please. Why this is important is because of incident number 13688, Cargo Bob Maze Bank Tower.
This was yesterday.
Yeah. I want you to look at Harry's possessions 3 of 4.
Holy shit! Wait, it's government issued that.
It was mistakenly marked as a government issued one.
Okay.
But it's the exact same model that we use. They misidentified it as a government issued one because it's the exact same model we have, but it was not a Marshall rifle. Wink.
How the fuck did he get that?
He claims he got it from the mob and they made him do the job. And then Luciano and Queenie and Gigi shot me.
Wait, how did they shoot you?
So I didn't get to finish my interview. Because I was interviewing him in the visitation at prison.
Yeah.
Just
Wait,
a normal
hold on a
consensual
second.
conversation.
Why did you
they
have
came in
to
at visitation
interview
and shot me.
him at visitation? Why didn't the police interview him at fucking Mission Road?
Because I went up there to interview him and interrogate him, and as soon as I arrived, they were like, "Oh, hey, Marshall, hey, this is Harry. He had a sniper rifle," and then set him up right there in front of me.
Are you kidding? Hold on,
No,
hold
that
on,
happens.
hold on. Raya Kane, look at the fucking, look at the last line. I have plenty more of those sniper rifles.
yeah, he said that in my presence as I walked up. I was literally walking in because he was shit talking with her, and I walked in the room right as he goes, "I have plenty more sniper rifles to go," and then he saw me. He goes,
Okay, we've got to dismantle this guy's properties until we see if
Oh,
we can
yeah.
find any more.
already-
And we need
already
a fucking
collecting a list.
phone subpoena too to find out, try and investigate where he got it from.
No, 100%. We're gonna phone subpoena, bank subpoena, see if he bought it, how much he, who sent it to him. If we can find indicators of his hardware.
Oh, we need to-
Unfortunately, it was never used. It didn't come back to anything, so I don't have like a time frame to see if like when it was originally acquired. As far as I know, it could have been acquired that day. So we're gonna have to start small. But I can at least go with El Queenie. We can immediately start raiding El Queenie like right now. Because she shot me with a fucking deagle. So we can go look for that weapon.
This isn't good, Craig.
No, it's horrible.
Okay,
But we can get Gigi. I gotta remember what the fuck Gigi's actual name is. I can never remember what her actual name is.
the thing, I just looked through the evidence. This is the first non-government issued sniper rifle we've got in custody. We definitely cannot drop the ball on this. Let me see if Harry Band had contact with the faces. Hold on. Harry in
what?
here? Okay, he didn't have any contact with the faceless. So I'd be interested to cross-reference his phone subpoena with the faceless phone subpoena and who overlaps.
Yeah.
We need a bank subpoena too. I'll help you with that today with all that stuff because we gotta really dig in. I want to know where that thing came from. So we've seen 3, I think, total. We see one at the Squid Games event that the besties ran, which I'm not like crazy worried about. I'll be honest. Just given the circumstances of it. And then the other 2 we've seen, one was in this faceless ambush at the docks to try and intercept some kind of shipment. And then this is the second one. Now, this one, I think, is more interesting because, like, the faceless shit at the docks, like, the faceless might have provided that rifle directly, like they've provided weapons to people before because they want a job doing. This one, it was a cargo bomb, right?
Yeah.
Wait, was it a cargo bomb like the ship? Like a cargo ship?
No, the two
So,
the helicopter
okay.
with the 2 things on it, the hook.
Oh, I misunderstood that. Okay, I misunderstood the whole situation.
I mean, there's a picture of it in the thing. It's the last picture on the thing.
Oh, shit, yeah. Did they run there? Did they know who come back to?
Do you think PD did?
I'm getting sick and tired, Greg. You know, I'm really considering just being...
I mean, look at that report. Does that look like an adequate report for a fucking class 3 to you?
No, it doesn't.
That charge initially would have been a $1 million charge, but because of the fine reduction that occurred literally like 2 hours before that happened, it was only a $500,000 fine.
Is that a parachute in his backpack?
Yeah. You can just reach out to the fucking like Skype, the flight people, flight instructors. Could probably get you a parachute.
Okay. All right.
It's not like those are illegal, Dark. Come on.
No. But I haven't seen them very often. That's my point.
Mm.
So I'm just wondering whether you said they were being supplied by the instructors and shit.
Yeah. Reach out to one of the flight instructors, like Arthur Lionheart and shit like that. I think he's usually around. He's usually the one around this time.
Like, do we even know why he was in a Golgo bomb? I don't think we do. He was just chased by it. That was it.
Yeah, no, I mean, read the report.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm getting all the results of the faceless subpoena into one report, so it's easily referenceable. I don't know whether you saw.
Index.
Do you see? Yes. Do you see the text message about Operation Dread Torrent? You see that one?
Yeah.
So I'm going to subpoena that number too.
That was the Victor, right?
No. This is different. This was a number I don't have. Text them saying 2 more people or something delivered to Charlie. Operation, and then more developments on Operation Skynode, and then the faceless replied a week later, saying, "We're moving on to Operation Dread Torrent." So we need to find out who that is.
So he's used code names like Victor and Charlie, which makes me think they're using like NATO alphanumerics or alpha phonetics, NATO phonetics.
It wasn't him using those; it was the other people.
Well, yeah, but that if they're calling each other like Victor and Charlie, they may be using code names.
That's a good share, yeah.
Which makes me think phonetics are in order. So what if that has a relation to that series of numbers that we got?
Maybe, yeah. That's a good shout. I mean, I'll be honest, the first person I thought about when I saw Charlie was Charlie Jones.
Yeah, but it might not be their actual like name. It might just be their code word. But then if they've given us the numbers belonging to who they might be, and if these are the people doing the Dread Torrent thing, flooding the streets.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to think if those numbers relate to those names somehow, or the code names or whatever.
I didn't think about that. That's a good shout. Okay.
Because the Faceless is probably going by the name Alpha if that's the case, because that's how edgy teenagers do, is I'm the Alpha.
Yeah, maybe.
And they're like, I don't want to be the Beta. Who wants to be the Beta? That sounds like such a bitch. I'll be the next one, Charlie.
Wait, when did you text me saying I need a pickup?
That was because I needed a pickup and you fucking abandoned me because I accidentally drove my car into the water, and then I was trying to get on top, like it was at the dam, and you weren't answering, so I climbed up on top of the dam, like they have the little buildings on there, and I climbed up on the dam, tried to call, no answer.
Problem.
No, it was an us problem. We're a team. Then I got higher up on the dam, trying to get all as high as I could on cell reception. Then I slipped off the top of it and fell off the dam, and so I had to get transported by EMS.
Donkey. Donkey. Okay. Well, we got a lot of work to do today. All right, I'm gonna get the subpoena indexed with all the people. I'll be honest. I think my current plan for that is I'm literally just gonna call every single one of those people into interrogation and ask them what they talked with the faces about. I might not get anywhere, but I might get something. You know what I mean? Like they're still gonna know I'm onto them, and then once there's that pressure, they might make a mistake.
Yeah. All I gotta do is one little slip.
Gil, thank you for the 20! I appreciate you. Thank you so much. 20 to the PC fund. Thank you, Gil. Yeah. So, it's so Tyler Peters trying to call the faces. Anyway, I need to go back through that. I didn't really go through it in detail.
Yeah. Oh, I had to
Scotty. What happened with Scotty?
What do you mean what happened? I don't know. I didn't talk to Scotty. I only
told
you
said yeah, but what did they fire him? Were they happy? Sad?
No, they were very upset. They were like, "Well, shit." I mean, Radich and Turner were both like, "Oh, he's got to go," but he's still in the system, so I'm guessing they just haven't talked to him yet.
Craig, what about if Scotty becomes the director?
That won't happen.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Because it came up in that. They think there is another. You mentioned that there might be another leak in PD.
Yes.
They mentioned They mentioned as well because they received a report that Skipper Jones. There was an interrogation.
That's the one I'm on about. Yeah. I'm looking to know it.
That got leaked. And now they're curious if Scotty might be involved in that because of his constant communications.
Okay. Yeah.
We do not have a way to track if that report was not exported. I verified
what's the report
that was
number?
never exported.
Because I couldn't find any report about Skipper being interrogated.
It was February 22nd. Hold on, he was arrested in that.
Oh, he was arrested. So it was just like on the back of a. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was report number 12927. So unfortunately, the thing that got leaked is at the very, very bottom. There's the Skipper Jones interrogation recording, and that was what was leaked. So, this is why. Been anybody. Yeah. So, I instructed Turner not to basically start instructing people not to do this.
Jimmy Frost was attached to this, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a prime suspect.
What, Frost?
He's done it once. He might do it again.
Sure. But I instructed Turner on how to guide people and to prevent this in the future. So putting a link like this in the body of the report is dangerous because we can't trace it. What people should be doing is going into evidence and creating new evidence, setting the category as other, and putting that link in the identifier, and obviously the description of like interrogation, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Because in order to copy it, you have to click on it. Like you have to open up the evidence. You have to go into evidence. There's two ways to do it, right? You, in the report, you go on evidence and click on it, and it copies it to your clipboard, and then you can do that. If you do that, that's logged. The other way is to go into the actual evidence tab and open up that evidence tag number and copy and paste it. By opening up that evidence tag number, you accessing that evidence tag number is logged.
I see. So, okay. Wait, so
but putting it in the body of the report is not logged, if that makes sense. We can only see who has changed the report. We can't see who has copied something off of it or highlighted something off it.
So you can't, like when there's a photo in there and you can click it to copy the, to copy the link. Yeah. Or like, does that get logged?
I believe that, from what I understand, yes. I could be wrong. I could be misunderstanding it. But from what I understand, whenever you click on it to copy it, it gives you that pop-up message. This has been copied to your clipboard. That's the log being created of this user copied this evidence link.
Okay. That's pretty... Hello? Can you hear me, Craig?
So if you put it in the evidence itself, it can be logged. Access to it can be logged, and that's how it needs to be done. But just putting it in the body is dangerous because then there's no tracking of people accessing the evidence.
Yeah. Okay. That's going to be a difficult one there. I didn't realize it was just putting a thing like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the only other saving grace would be if the person who accessed it has that habit of hitting save, because if you randomly hit save, it'll put your name in it in the history.
Yeah, just I'm fucking talking, man.
If you find like you're going through here and you see like a whole bunch of edits and you see one random person in here that their name's in the history, but you compare their version to the previous version and there's no edits, then it's somebody who accessed it and just hit the save button. and that's somebody to ask.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a tricky one. All right. Well, I mean, I've got the faceless phone records, so maybe I'll try and cross-reference the people in here with the. But I think the only cop I remember is, I mean, me, and Peters, but they didn't pick up for Peters. So unless it's one of the boners,
Yeah.
I didn't see any links either.
Do you think you could subpoena hit the entire phone record of that phone? It's been an ongoing situation for a long, long time.
It has. I think. I'm trying to think.
All right, hear me out.
Okay.
The faceless, we don't have a name for this person, right? We don't have a state ID number or anything.
Yeah.
They're not a citizen. They don't have rights.
Okay, I don't know about that one, Craig. Because you just find, like, if you get, I don't know, you get, like, someone's SIM card that isn't abandoned. I don't know what the situation would be, but it wasn't abandoned, so you can't just search it. But then someone definitely owned it, or owns it. You can't just subpoena it, because then someone still had it. I get your point,
Yeah, but
though.
they're using it for ongoing criminal conspiracy operations.
Yeah, I think that's what might try and prove. I might just go back through everything and just all the situations, all the phone calls, and try and make a big case for we just need everything.
Just take the master document and put it on the evidence.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they have that. Well, we assume they have that, right, already, because of that was what Oshira exported.
Yeah.
Actually,
and
talking
hey,
of that,
just don't deliver the subpoena notice.
No, Craig, that's a right. Hey, we might be getting more of those soon, depending on who gets appointed as director.
Yeah.
Row, row, row your boat.
Mushy, thing with the 30 spondoolies, dude. Thank you so much, Mushy.
Dude. Thank you so much, Mushy.
I hate myself. I hate that. I hate that so much.
I don't. I appreciate